he's a really freaking exciting prospect. And for me, though, we mentioned in passing before, his passing. I really love his passing a lot. And I think that'll just get better on the next level with more coaching and more experience. And that's really exciting to think about.
His passing is what really puts him into the top 3 conversation. Because I think if he didn't have the playmaking ability, he is kind of in the same category. Definitely a better scorer, but he is in that kind of like Mo Bamba category as prospect. But the fact that he is so smart in the way that he reads the game and the way that it's like he can make any pass to anywhere on the court because his physical attributes allow him. His length and his height allows him to see over defenses, and he holds the ball high, so he's not going to get stripped. And that's actually a really important skill for big men, to catch the ball high and keep it there. That's like growing up. If you ever play with a big kid, that's all a coach would ever, tell him, because what happens? You bring the ball down, that's where the little guards can go and swipe it away. But he always has the ball high and he's ready to go. But he also has the IQ to know where the open man is going to be. And that's the other important thing. And that's why he makes those reads to the weak side corner and why it's so impressive. And it's why that you wouldn't be upset when he does slip screens, because, he can hit the little mid-range shot, and if he's blitzed, whatever he's pressured, he's able to just turn, not panic, and fire like a laser right into the shooting pocket of his shooters. And, at the next level, I think he's only averaging a little bit over 2 assists at the college level, but you could absolutely see him being a guy who eventually is kind of that secondary playmaker in the way that Bam Adebayo is. Now, part of what makes Bam, Jokic, Embiid really dangerous as passers are their ability to kind of run DHOs with like movement shooters. And that's something where his strength is going to really have to get better. Setting a screen after the DHO, you start running the pick and rolls that way, creating space for, like you mentioned with the screen assist for Gobert. These are all things that are going to enhance his passing ability, but you could see him if he gets that under wraps. Like, I think he could average 4.5 assists a game, 5 assists a game, in the right offense at the NBA level.
Yep.
Julius Randle level.
Even in their most recent game against Arizona State, he finished with 7 assists, and he easily could have had double that if guys would have knocked down open threes. And just his overall decision making is incredible for a teenager. And one of the things that I keep seeing people harp on is him being passive, and I see it more as him just making the right basketball decision nearly every possession. And you rarely see him take bad shots. I think there was a game earlier this year where he didn't have a single jump shot. That's not good. You don't want that from your best player. But he doesn't really turn the ball over. He's not just barreling into defenders and just throwing something up. He's not taking these step back threes that he isn't ready to hit. So just his overall vision, feel for the game, decision making is just really impressive for someone his age. And then just that passing accuracy. Early in Karl Anthony Towns' career, when he would get doubled in the post, he would panic because that's not something he was used to dealing with. And Evan Mobley already, now Towns is one of the best passing centers when guys do that, because he's excellent at finding the cutters or making that skip pass to the opposite corner. And Mobley's kind of already doing that. And his interior passing, that wraparound to the opposite dunker spot when guys double him or kick out to relocation threes, it's really impressive. So, obviously the dunker spot won't be there as much because I would hope that he's not playing in as many too big lineups, but that translates to guys cutting baseline or cutting from the top of the key. So and like you said, I think 4 to 5, maybe even 6 assists a game eventually isn't out of the realm of possibilities for him, because he just makes the right play nearly every time down the floor.